Hey guys, today we're going to make some homemade from scratch corn dogs. They may not look super magazine ready, but they are delicious, let me tell you. I make these for my kids about once a week and they love it. So you're going to need a cup of regular flour, a cup of cornmeal, 4 tablespoons of sugar, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 large eggs, a quarter of a teaspoon of salt, and 1 cup of milk, and then of course some oil for frying. So I start by mixing some of the dry ingredients, not all of them, but just a few just to get it going. And then you guys can add in, like if it's just me eating them, I like to add in some chopped jalapenos to the batter, and that is so delicious. Or you can add in whatever you like to the batter just to make it like extra flavorful, and it's really delicious, let me tell you. So then I just take my little measuring cup and I throw it all in there. You do need 2 very large eggs. If you don't have large eggs, or you get the medium kind, or you have some wonderful chickens in your backyard that lay like a little bit smaller eggs, I would go ahead and add a little bit extra milk just so your batter isn't too thick and you can keep the same consistency. So then I just mix everything up, and this is where I would add in my jalapenos if it was, again, just me eating it. And this recipe, the cornmeal recipe I can use it for like cornbread or anything. It's so delicious just by itself. But you add in those hot dogs and, oh, got a good lunch here. And I just buy the regular super cheap hot dogs because my kids don't mind them, I don't mind them, and I think they're pretty good. I do cut my hot dogs in half. Some people don't do that. I have done a whole hot dog when I'm making this for dinner, like with Jake home. I'll do a whole hot dog. I just I hoard all of our chopsticks when we get Chinese food, and then I'll break the chopsticks in half and shove half the chopstick into the hot dog, and then fry it with the stick on it. And that's worked out really well for us in the past. It's just personal preference on how big you want your hot dog. But this is probably the very most important step of all of it. You have to get your hot dog super duper dry, or the batter will not stick to it. The batter will just slide right off of it and will not fry together. So I do take my time and I wipe down each and every little hot dog tidbit little thing, and then after they're super duper dry, then I will toss them in the batter. But just make sure you get all the moisture off of it, or else that batter will not stick. So I always like to throw one in to see how hot my oil is, and if it bubbles right away, then it's hot enough. And I don't like it too cold because then it just kind of sits in the oil and soaks up some of that oil. And I'm using regular vegetable oil. I'm sure you can use any kind of oil that you like, but I just had vegetable oil on hand, so that's what I used. So I just pull them out and I fry them up, probably 5 or 6 at a time, just so I don't burn them. And then they're frying over a medium-low heat. They don't take very long to cook at all. They're very fast because, you don't have to cook the hot dog or anything. You just have to cook the batter. So very low heat, and then probably about 3 or 4 minutes on each side. Not even that, maybe 2 or 3 minutes on each side. So once they're golden brown and delicious, you can pull them out of the oil and lay them on either a towel or a paper towel or something just to drain off some of that extra oil. And then that's it, you guys. It's so easy. It's so quick. I can whip this up in probably like 5 minutes for my kids for lunch or for dinner. They are super duper moist inside and they are just so yummy. My kids eat them up like crazy. And they really wanted to be in the video today, so I added a little clip of them. That's Trinity. She's my older. She's 9 years old. She wanted to just like try it for the camera. And then of course you can't have Trinity do something without Claire wanting to do it. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and we'll see you on Tuesday for another cleaning video. Bye!